Okay, so for today's topic, we will gonna discuss transposing formulae. So you can open your teaching notes in this chapter 13, page 129 to 134 of your teaching notes. So let's define some terminologies first. So this is the area of a circle. A is equals to pi r squared. So A is equals to pi r squared. So what do you mean by subject? In this case, your A is your subject. This is your subject. So when you say the subject appears usually on the left side. And the rest of it should be on the right side. So subject, always remember, should be on the left side. So in this case, our subject is A. Okay, let's have some series of examples to fully understand the concept, the topic. So rearranging. So these are the steps and how we're going to transpose the formula. You can either add the same quantity to both sides. So that means if you add 10 to the left, you should add 10 also to the right side. Or subtract the same quantity to both sides. Or you multiply or divide by both sides by the same quantity, like dividing both sides by 2. Or you can perform operations such as squaring both sides or squaring roots whatsoever. Most likely only these 3 steps, these 3 ways we were going to apply in the following for this stage. Okay, let's have example number 1. Transpose the formula C is equals to 2 pi r. Transpose this to make R the subject. So first, in the given, our subject here, remember, subject are the left part. So the subject here is C. And then we wanted to make R as the subject. So meaning, at the end of this, we should get R is equals to something. Okay, what should we do? So this is the given, C is equals to 2 pi r. And we wanted R as the subject. So that means we need to remove this 2 pi. How to remove that one? So we can divide both sides by 2 pi. So if we divide on the left, we should also divide on the right. So 2 pi by 2 pi, so 2 pi will be gone here. So you only have, and then, so you only have R is equals to C over 2 pi. I just put R to the left just to be clear that R is the subject now. Okay, so this is now the new formula for R, where R is the subject. Okay, so this is how you're gonna do it. Okay, dividing both sides by 2 pi. And then you rearrange. So let's have another example. Transpose the formula y is equals to 3 times x plus 7. So here, the subject here is y. And then we wanted x to be the new subject. So that means from this, we want to have a new equation or a new formula for x. So x is equals to something. That will be our goal. So what to do first? So we have here brackets. So first, we need to remove the brackets. How we're going to remove the brackets? Meaning, you multiply 3 to x and you multiply 3 to 7. So you will have y is equals to 3x plus 21. Now next, here we want to remove 21 because we want x, right? So how can we remove this 21? So that means we will subtract 21 on both sides. Remember, we wanted to remove this 21. So that means when you subtract 21 minus 21, this will give you 0, right? So, if this will be 0, so this 21 will be gone now. So if we subtract 21 both sides, so you will get y minus 21 is equals to 3x. Now, in this case, there is a coefficient of x, which is 3. How can we remove this 3? Therefore, we divide both sides by 3. So divide here 3, divide here 3. 3 will be gone, then we rearrange. Therefore, x is equals to y minus 21 all over 3. So this is our goal, where x is the subject. Okay, now I hope you're getting the concept, the idea. Okay, let's move on to example number 3. Example number 3, we have this formula, and then we wanted the x as the subject. So this is the formula, so we wanted x, so that means this should stay. What to do with a? So we need to remove this a. How can we remove this a? By subtracting a on both sides, because a minus a will give you 0. So this will give, so this will be 0. A will be gone. A minus 0 is a minus a will be 0. So you only have 3x left on the left. And then here, whatever you subtract on the left, you should also subtract it on the right. So that's what y plus z minus a. And then you wanted your x. However, there is a coefficient of x, which is 3. So what to do? We will divide both sides by 3. So we will remove here the 3. We will remove here the 3. So 3 will be gone. So therefore, the new formula for x is y plus z minus a all over 3. Okay, let's move to the next example. Transpose the formula I is equals to v over r for r. Here, the subject is I, but we wanted the new formula where r is the subject. So what to do here first? So in this case, if you're familiar with cross multiplication, you can do that, or you can cross multiply. This is one way, because here you can do like that. Or the other way is by multiplying r on both sides. Two things. So either you cross multiply, or you multiply r on both sides. So if we multiply r on both sides, r here and then r here. Remember, in fraction, if you have, let's say, v over r times r, so r over 1, right? So we can remove this r, so we only have v left. So that's why we will multiply by whatever is the denominator here. So if you multiply r on both sides, so you will get I times r, ir, vr times r, so r will be gone, so you only have v on the right side. Now, you wanted the formula for r. However, in r, there is still I, so we need to remove the I. How can you remove the I? By dividing both sides with I. So ir divided by I, v divided by I, so I will be gone here. Hence, r is equals to v over I. This is where r now is the subject. Okay, let's have, it should be example number 5. So example number 5. So given this, we wanted the a to be our subject. So first, you cannot remove this directly. First, you need to remove u squared. How can you remove u squared on the right side? By subtracting u squared on both sides, because u squared minus u squared will give you 0. You wanted to remove this u squared. So when we subtract u squared on both sides, you will have v squared minus u squared is equals to 2as. Now, in this case, you wanted a. So that means you need to remove this 2s here. How can you remove the 2s? By dividing both sides with 2s. Here, 2s. 2s will be gone on this part. So, your new formula of A will be v squared minus u squared all over us. Now, I hope you learned. If you have some questions, just post on the video, on this video in the YouTube, and then I already attached a worksheet for this one. Answer this and submit it on my email, or you can submit it in the Google Classroom. There are also a series of exercises in your teaching notes from page 133 to 134, or there are also practice worksheets in the Google Classroom where answer key is indicated, so you can check your work whether your method or your process is correct. And that's it for this week, transposing the formula. Don't forget the component B activity, which is it will be added to your overall marks. So next week, the topic will be solving linear equations. All the best. Goodbye. Have a nice day.